Hello! MonstersAbound here and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 11 of my Wurrzag Campaign. Got a little dwarf force here that we need to deal with, but apparently the Orcs just is not on my side. I think it might be because all these guys are gold chevroned. Which it's something they've added in the last patch, and it basically means the AI gets like more experienced armies, which kind of makes sense, right? Because that gives, you know, the AI an advantage. AI tend to lose their armies quite often, so their armies tend to rank up quite quickly. However, I feel like gold chevron is probably a bit too much. Yeah. I mean, you know, if these guys were like silver chevron, I'd be like, okay, fair enough, you know, that's fine. But gold, double gold chevron, not 100% on that. So we've got our wolf riders, the mangy marauders, running around. So they have armor-piercing missile shots, and they are going to cause the enemy. What the hell do they have? Banner of Rage. Oh right, because they're literally the only unit that doesn't have frenzy. Good. So we're trying to flank around, get some cheap shots in to the Dwarf Army. The Dwarf Army, they do have Giant Slayers, to be fair. The Giant Slayers are quite nasty. Quite a potent unit. Unbreakable. And they've got Longbeards as well. But you see these Dwarf Warriors not doing very well to these armor-piercing shots, but they do have some some Bugman's Rangers, in fact, who are going to cause us a little bit of trouble. You can see we're already doing some damage to these guys. We're luring them in as well. So we've got Grocka. Is it Grocka? Grocka Gorax. There is. Grocka's army does have. We've got Goblin Rock Lobbers here. We've got the Boar Boys. We've got the Savage Orcs. Now the Savage Orc Boys, probably. I mean, in a stand-up fight against Dwarf Warriors, they're going to lose. To be honest, they don't really have the. Yeah, I mean, the Dwarf Warriors have less weapon strength, but they've got such high melee defense that they're probably win a fight one-on-one. Especially with that Wurzag's bonus to physical resistance. But our artillery is doing its work and taking nice big chunks out of the Dwarf army as they approach our line. They're going to have to approach us because, of course, we have artillery, and that's going to force the AI to advance rather than just get pummeled from long range. And some lovely shots coming in there. Those Dwarf Warriors taking an absolute pounding. How many kills you got, guys? 10 there, 3 there. Not bad, not bad. You know, could up that a little bit more. Keep the mangy marauders away from the enemy missile infantry as we continue to pound their line from long range. But they're now getting a little bit closer. So we've got the 8-peak loonies on this flank, and over here we've got the Warlord's boys, and then the centre is all Savage Orcs. These guys have, they've got Fanatics, which we obviously want to use. I probably should have kept the Savage Orcs in a longer line and had the Night Goblins be able to flank around. It's trickier to flank around when obviously you've got a narrow battlefield like this one. We're concentrating our missile fire on the Giant Slayers. Obviously they have no armour and no... I don't think they've got any missile resistance, do they? No missile resistance. So they're going to take a maximum amount of damage from these arrows, and to be honest, it's the best way to hit them. Little Fanatics coming out there doing some damage. Not too bad, but we need some assistance on that flank. So we've got our Orc Boar Boy Biggins coming around, and they're trying to flank around, come through the gaps in the line. We've got, yeah, lots of Giant Slayers here. The Goblins charging in, trying to get them poisoned. The Boar Boys have managed to flank around. Look at that. Managed to sneak around that flank. They're now right behind the Dwarf units. This unit of Boar Boys doing the same, and that means this Dwarf unit has no defense from that devastating rear charge. Hitting them like a ton of rectangular bricky things. That would be bricks. So we're going to then pull this unit out, and then the rest of this other unit, Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins, coming in, getting another rear charge there, doing lots of damage. Fantastic stuff. We've got there's a Rune Lord with a glowy hat, which looks lovely. We're concentrating fire still on the Giant Slayers, trying to knock them out. This flank over here, a little bit more trouble over here, but Grocka is coming in to help out. Our centre, not doing so well. They are breaking and running, but our Boar Boys now running down these Bugman's Rangers. They are trying to reform but they're not going to manage it in time. Just get road killed. Good work there. And as you can see, lots of dwarf casualties over here. A lot of these units taking a lot of damage from these boar boys. Are coming in for another charge. Brutal stuff. And over here, still fighting the Bugman's Rangers. We've done enough damage. We're then going to just come and charge the rear of this unit over here. They're still murdering our Savage Orcs, but that's going to cause a little bit of chaos. A lot of these units now starting to break and run. Just the Giant Slayers still holding on for the moment. But the rest of the Dwarves now shattering and running away. So it's just a case of mopping up those Giant Slayers. Okay, that was, quite nasty. It was still fine. We'll take the replenishment for the moment. And that was okay. Okay, I guess we're at war with those guys now. Did I have a non-aggression pact with them? No. Well, that's a bugger, isn't it? Okay. Well, look, Cracker, come down. Oh God.
Not possible. Futile.
Okay, that's not too bad. The garrison's not horrendous.
I cannot.
And you are a bit echoey. Okay, that could be... Oh, that's bad. That is bad. Where are those guys? I don't know where they are. I think they spawned... Right, okay, that is problematic. That's a concern. Bit of a problem. Never mind. We've got a Charm Shield, which is good. And another Savage Orc Prodder to add. Not two Savage Orc Prodders to add to the pile. Thank goodness. Phew. Won't be running out of them anytime soon. Let's... Gobbos. Nope. Riders, potentially. Du Bois. Yes. Let's do that.
I have no time for this.
Right. That's not a big army, so we should be able to blat it. Yeah. I'll take that. I'll also eat them. And we get an Obsidian Trinket. That guy's dead. A whole bunch of... Another Savage Orc Prodder. Thank God. Gosh. At least I won't... Savage Orc Prodder is very much the... Which colour is it? The what am I thinking of? The celebrations, and you have the pink ones. No, the purple ones. That's it. And there's always the... I think it's the... No, it's not the green ones, is it? Is it purple ones left? It's like... No, celebrations is the Cadbury's one, isn't it? And you always have the bounties left over because no one likes the bounties. Never mind. So here we go. Grab that one, and we'll head back to Barrack Var. So we're currently safe for the moment, although there's beastmen wandering around in them Var hills, and that is bad. So we need to deal with the elves. I really wish I didn't have to deal with the elves. I could do without having to deal with them, to be honest, but, needs must. So I guess we're going to have to deal with them. So let's grab that. So we're going to get a little bit more public order there. It's going to be useful because obviously the vampiric corruption here is quite nasty. We're going to send our Ward to go and deal with that. I think we need to sit there for just a turn, just to help with the public order, and I want to build that up. Now, does anywhere not have defences? Gorgazan does. Gronty Mingle does not, which means the beastmen could be heading for Gronty Mingle. Qatar doesn't either. I mean, if they come down to Qatar, at least they're heading down towards Wurrzag, so that gives me some sort of options to potentially deal with them. Gisp, can you just block? He's not very good at blocking. He's not a blocker. He's very much a stabber, which is fair enough. If you ever manage to block someone, then we'll make blocking a little bit better for you. Right, War should be heading down to Antok. And I think should be able... Yes, so they don't have a very big army there. If the War moves quickly, they should be able to deal with that little army and take Antok for us. at the same time. That just leaves Bagar. We also need to deal with Orion's camp, which I'm thinking, because it's horrible magical forest filled with frolicking, delightful woodland creatures, it's not going to be somewhere our orcs want to live, because there's only so often, you know, you could be woken up by a couple of blue tits. It just gets on. It just gets. I was going to say gets on your tits. Gets on the blue tits. After a while. Certainly. So you don't want, you know, you don't need some adorable little squirrel running up to you with acorns in its cheeks. It's just annoying. Just, you know, flick it off. Paff, off he goes, flying off into difference. But, you know, it's just annoying, really. So we don't want to go and live in magical forest. We might just burn it down. Okay, you are recruiting. What can you recruit? I don't think you can recruit. Oh, you can recruit Graveguard. No, you can't, because you don't have Reliquary. So, Crypt Horrors, Direwolves. I think you can always recruit Skeletons. I think. So, let's send you over here. Can we see what they've got? Right. He should be pretty easy to bop. I think. What we're going to do is we're going to bring Wurrzag down here. Now, we might get spotted. But if we get spotted, I'm kind of hoping they come for us. Now, the nice thing is that although some of these units will have physical resistance, all of our units deal magical damage. So actually, I mean, like, that guy, not going to do very well. 30% physical resistance is going to be meaningless. So I'm hoping we should be able to... I mean, how much will we get income from sacking that? 31k. I mean, that's, you know, that's not bad. I could take that. Yes, do you want to... No, fair enough. I wonder if we can get the Greenskins to help out against the blooded axe trot. Oh. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Okay, we offer you that. Can I just give you all my money?
Not likely.
Wow, that's surprising. I think he's lost a few armies, so he's more likely. That's a lot. I mean, you know, it does. I mean, assuming we confederate with them, it does provide additional issues. The first of which is that we're then up against the entire... I mean, there's basically a northern coalition. The Empire, the Dwarfs, Zufbar, all arrayed against us. That's not going to feel very good. However, it would put us in a pretty good position. I mean, the thing is, we'll be fighting all over the place. We'll be fighting in the north. I mean, Queek is probably going to declare war on us. There's also tic-tac-toe down here. Basically, we'll have no sort of defensive position. We'll be surrounded by enemies, and they'll all be nipping at our heels. None of which will feel particularly good. I wonder if we can get the Greenskins to declare war against... Okay. Come on. Join our war. I'll join your war against Widroth. How about that? Can't say fairer than that. Hi. Right, hopefully the Blooded Axe tribe will go and beat the Greenskins up instead of me. Fingers crossed. Let's hope. You know, big hopes. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's do we want anything to do here? I would like defences here just to be on the safe side. So let's do something like that. If the Greenskins lose a couple of armies, they may confederate. I didn't think it would be that easy. I honestly thought the Greenskins would be an absolute bastard to confederate with. Thanks, guys. Good job. Nice work. That's what I wanted to see. Good hustle. Good. So while I did that, their Crash Brotherhood is dead. They're apparently damaging my buildings. You bastards. But Wurrzag is an engineer. Really? Okay, sure. Now, we weren't spotted, which is unique. I thought we'd be spotted. I'm going to keep checking the Greenskins every single...
Speak quick, because you caught me in a good mood.
Holy shit. We did it. Apparently we own the entirety of 4 provinces, which is not a surprise. Need to construct a shaman's hovel, which we've done. And move any character to Uckendorf. The crooked moon appeared in the sky for many nights. Its baleful grin seen clearly by the tribe. Is it Gork or Mork's face in the green moon? Depends which tribe you ask. Some boys want to query Wurrzag about it, but none dare enter his hovel, for to disturb him would be surely to invite great doom. The prophet finally emerges from his ramshackled hut, pulling away the fetid hide that covered the doorway, revealing himself to the tribe. What, entirely? The Greenskins gathered, keen to hear what the gods desire. According to Wurrzag, it's Blackfire Pass they must go to, and the shaman in the prophet's vision is, of course, Wurrzag himself, imbued with the power of Mork's breath. The prophet immediately dispatches one of the most trusted disciples to Blackfire Pass to make sure the Humies, or the Stunties, aren't camping it to cause Wurrzag bother. Right, well, that's good. It is good. It's good. Is it good? Is it good? I don't know.
Let's go.
Right, Grimgor, your army is fucked. What is your army? What do you even have? I'm going to have to... Right. Skarsnik. I want to, you know... God, there's so much stuff to do here. Right, what we got here? Upkeep for Black Orcs and Big Uns. Good. Obedience faction wide. Useful. Sacred Spider Grounds, fine. I mean, a lot of this... I mean, Gold Mine, good. Want the Gold Mine. Gold Mine, always a good shout. Do we have... We do have the Stunty Mine there. Okay, I'm going to have to go through a lot of this and work out what the hell's going on. There's Azhag. Now, we are... I think what we need to do is amalgamate some of these armies. Probably sort some of this stuff out. Okay, Shield of Potlos, fine. A lot of these units, probably not fine.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Right, so, Grokka Gorax, like him, Azhag. We're going to bring you over here. I'm going to bring Grimgor down here. Right, now, so, I want these Black Orcs. Yes, want those. The Boar Boys, no, probably not. That, yes. Don't want the Goblin Archers. Get rid of those fuckers. Get the Night Goblin Archers in here, because why not? May as well. Get rid of those guys. And the... Do I want an Orc Boar Chariot? Okay, we'll keep an Orc Boar Chariot. I'll get rid of those. Right. That army is generally fine, although we want a shaman in it. Right, first things first, bop that army. Azhag, I think we're going to have to get rid of you. Sorry, buddy. We'll get you back ASAP. Of course, I can't get rid of you. Can do that. Replace you with him, and then I can disband him. Bop. Right, that should then... Right, money's looking a bit better. Skarsnik, I feel like you're kind of wasted. Why do you have that? So you've got Dripping Tips. That's not bad. Stabby Boys and Special Boys. That's okay. The Gobbo... Okay, you really want an army full of goblins. That's pretty much probably what you want. Grimgor, what have you got? Skills-wise. So Dodgy Geezer, that's okay. Hatred, that's fine. Du Bois. Not my personal preference, but okay. Raider is not ideal. It's not really what I would have picked, but I mean, you know, what are you going to do? What you going to do? Okay, we need to hold the line here for a moment. Just let Grimgor repair his army. Let's get Du Bois. Hang on, let me just double check that. Du Bois is... Oh, it's all Orc infantry. Actually, that's fine. I thought that was B... I thought Black Orcs would be something different, but no, the Boys is fine. Riders is okay. Okay, actually, you know what? That's fine. I'm okay with that. That is a-okay. You have a bit of a mishmash of infantry, which we probably need to switch over at some point, but at the moment it's fine. Let's bring Skarsnik to Varenka Hills, because, I mean, I kind of want to give him units, but I'm going to get rid of those, because I'm going to be honest, a whole horde I'm going to move you down here.
And scheming.
Because we should have max level... Right, so we can get Night Goblins here. So we'll bring Scarsnick down to this province, Death Pass, and then we will start recruiting some goblins because we got the cash to do that. So that'll be then 4 armies we'll have, and that's not having then fiddled about with all the buildings, which we're probably going to have to do as well. What I really want to do is...
Who needs stabbing?
This war's pretty intact. If we come together, we should be able to bop the Wood Elves. Wood Elves are always a pain in the arse to fight, but, you know, swamp them with sheer weight of numbers, and it's going to limit their options significantly. The only thing I don't want is for them to... Well, I guess... I'm going to move over here. What I don't want is for them to run over and...
Let's get stabbing.
Isn't like the war to come back here and then all these Wood Elves to jump the war and then retreat again. I want them to have to fight both of us at the same time. So I'm going to have to sort of play that sneakily. They might jump the war anyway. Right, once all these armies are up to scratch, we can then march on Kazakarak. I think if we can take Kazakarak and the Silver Road. God, get that Gumbad as well. We need defences here. Like, knock that down. Do we even have public order here? No. What's giving us 12 public... Oh, no, we do have public order here. Okay, that's fine. So it's going down a little bit. Okay, we'll get defences there because there's horrible bastards everywhere. That's going to... We need to knock out these dwarves as well. But to be honest, massively surprised that we managed to confederate with Grimgor. That's pretty huge. So, we just need to get the Crooked Mutant Skits, which should be fairly easy, and the Red Eye, which again shouldn't be actually that difficult. We've occupied loot, we've got lots of settlements, that's no problem. We just need some of these. So 8 of these. Which, I mean, if you concentrate on capturing them, actually isn't that tricky. And then we need 10k raiding, which is fine, and Archaon will show up at some point. But, on the other hand, he will have to fight his way through the Empire. And I'm going to be honest, Carl, being at Strength Rank 1, is more of a concern for me than Archaon the Ever-Chosen, which is, you know, fine. Public order here, bad. Sure. Can we fix that? No. Nope. 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 Getting bopped with corruption. Okay, kill Wood Elves. Deal with rebellion. Take Bagar. While that's going on, we then... I think I might have to leave Wurrzag to pacify the south. Might be what we need to do. What quests do we have? So we need 4 Night Goblin. Okay, that's fine. And move any character to Akendorf, which technically we kind of did. I could... Right, what we can do is actually get Mr. Come over here. Boom. Right, good. Where quests? Move any character to Akendorf. Done. Quests. All right. Here, no, done that. Right. There we go. If Wurzag's army has marched straight through the pass instead of halting in the border princes for Mork knows how long while he was in a long trance, then who knows what state the Southern Empire would be in now. As it is, the time spent loitering allowed the Empire to not only get wind of the oncoming attack, to prepare a defensive force and trap the Greenskins in Blackfire Pass, as they have done countless times throughout history. Wurzag is unperturbed, even when his spies inform him that a vanguard of the Empire's heroes, fresh from questing in a nearby dungeon, have sworn to bring the Savage Orcs shaman's head directly to Karl Franz. Wurzag smiles his most crooked grin. These are the gits from his vision all that time ago. Once they are dead, his staff of bone will be imbued with Mork's breath. He knows this. He has already seen it. So I'll give us the Bonewood Staff, which will give us more magic item drop chance, miscast reduction, more winds of magic, melee attack, magic resistance enables magic attack, income from post-battle loot, and the Bonewood Staff passive ability, which is a constant when he's casting, which increases map wide? Map wide. Everyone's melee attack and charge bonus. Holy shit. Time that right and... All the charge bonus in the world. Okay, what is this enemy force like? I mean, it doesn't look particularly concerning, does it? If we can deal with the Wood Elves, then we should then be able to go and do that quest battle. No, oh, Gisp, you sailed off. That wasn't what I wanted you to do. Never mind. We got commandments everywhere. So, I guess we want growth there. I guess everywhere we kind of want growth. I'll probably, in between episodes... God, the problem is Numas is going to rebel, and there's nothing I can do about it. In 2 turns. Shit. Yeah, no, it's nothing. I'm just going to have to race back and deal with it. Who? Oh, Boargut Face Beater, you. You're the special guy. What do you have? So you've got a nice axe. You've got leadership for Grimgor Ironhide, Hero's Army. Right. Does it say and what I do? Orc Boys, melee attack. Okay, absolute loyalty, wild intoxication, quell aminosity, training, choppers. Oh, it's all good. It's all good stuff. I guess, I mean, giving him frenzy seems pretty good. Hates Dwarves, Inveterate Brawler, the Face Beater. I guess we're going to want him in Grimgor's army, so let's bring him down here. Do we have any other armies? That's, I mean, it's probably when you confederate, they tend to... Nope, I think that's it. I think that's all we've got. We're currently holding Grimhold. I think what we're going to do is we're going to knock all that down, because the likelihood of holding that is so remote as to be basically pointless. I guess we'll keep that. I mean, some of this is we're just going to hold it for as long as possible and probably fight like a fighting withdrawal, pull back while we sort of shore up our armies. Maybe get some better... I mean, yeah, more Black Orcs would be good, but they are friggin' expensive. Damaged buildings. Barakvar, really? Okay, let's repair that. I don't want that. What's this got? Beast Lairs. Upkeep reduction for boar... Oh, that's actually quite useful. Yes, let's do that. And some more money. Couldn't go amiss. Ah, yeah, the Empire's already on the move, and Balthazar's army is quite scary. That's a scary army. That is an army that concerns me greatly. Yeah, we're going to hit all over the place. That's not a massive surprise, to be honest. We'll get our own back. And we'll take Kazakarok. But first we need to rebuff. We need to repair our armies and rebuff the current attack. And once we've rebuffed them, hold them at... well, hopefully push Balthazar back beyond the mountains. Blackfire Pass is a nice little choke point. And then we can try and knock out the Dwarves. Take Kazakarok and the Silver Road.
Your reach grows yet further, great lord.
Yeah, I know.
Endless victories are changing the very fates themselves.
Well, you say unending victory, but
falls before your incredible power.
Yeah, I just like, just chill. Oh, great.
Grave news, my lord. Word is spreading across the land of a dark power rising in the northern wastes. The armies of chaos are on the move. They surely plan to invade the world of mortals once again. Prepare your defenses well, for the forces of chaos spare no one in their quest for bloodshed.
I mean, if nothing else, at least it'll hopefully cause, the Empire some pressure elsewhere, and I can maybe then use that momentum? I don't know. But, I mean, it's worth a shot. So we're going to get imminent rebellion there. That's to be expected. That's fine. Raider following region Piffeldorf. Okay, that's fine. Get gone. Piss off. We're getting raided all over the place. Settlement sacked. Assaulted garrison, damaged building, critical failure. Okay, well at least he's dead. And we've got our WoW back. Our Y is now with us. So let's... I'm going to scooch down here. I'm going to lay an ambush. That's what I'm going to do. And then what else I'm going to do is I'm going to see if we can stab one of these dickheads. So... we've got a better chance to kill that one. But you failed anyway. Never mind. Now, the fact that he's happy just to sit there. Oh no, you did run away. Come here. What? Really? I mean, I know this army's damaged. Don't get me wrong. I totally get that. But there's fuck all there. All right. Good shot. Very good shot. So we've got an equal dwarf army here. Apparently is 50-50 on the old kilometre auto-resolve. And I don't trust the auto-resolve not to murder most of my army. However, all is not well in the dwarf ranks. That could explain it, because someone's been eating their cornflakes. Because that ain't normal. Yeah, that is not... I don't know what that is. I don't like it. It ain't right. So that's... I mean... I don't... What's this? Why is this look like I don't... Okay, well, main problem is most of my army is quite heavily damaged, including Grimgor, who currently has 16 health points. That means Grimgor could have a quite aggressive sneeze and potentially die. So we need to keep him out of fighting, because one hit could potentially kill him. So he's going to be staying out of the fighting. Frankly, I'm amazed he's looking as well as he is. If I had 16 health points, I'd be in bed. And not moving. So, you know, got lots to be said about Grimgor's work ethic there. 16 health points, still up and around. Probably wishing he was in bed. So, we've got our boar boys coming around the flanks and our orc boar chariots. Now, I do love chariots. I want to love them more. Maybe the orc boar chariots will change my mind. You never know. You never know. We've also got some orc boar boy biggins coming around the flank. So, Longbeards. These Longbeards here, they've been pummeled by artillery, taking out so much damage. The rock lobbers just causing massive amounts of casualties to the Longbeard unit. In comes the boar boys. Ouch. Jesus Christ. Alright. And then down there. And then the boar boys coming in to lend some assistance. So boar boys careering down the hill to lend some support to the boar boy chariots. Nice, liking that a lot. Elsewhere we've got some slayers heading towards our night goblins. The night goblins going to release their fanatics, and that is going to, I mean, ow. That did a lot of damage to those dwarves. I sent the night goblins in. That was probably a mistake. Probably should have sent the black orcs in, to be honest, to deal with them. That would probably be the better option. These night goblins, they're going to die quite hard. So we're going to bring in the immortals. This is the orc unit which has the immortals banner. So we're going to bring them in to lend some assistance. Meanwhile, the weird rune lord is being stabbed by both Grom and Warg. Unfortunately, he's doing a lot of damage to us. In fact, is Grom okay? I'm not sure. Warg, you okay? I'm getting a lot of missile. I should really stop the missile. Okay, that will. Okay, Warg's head came off. That's probably not good. Grom, I think you need to get out of there, buddy. We're just going to pepper him with shots because he's odd and I don't like it. Having destroyed the dwarf flank, I mean, there wasn't really much of a flank, but it's definitely destroyed. We're going to send our cavalry in to knock out the engineer, who's causing us some major pain. And the Black Orcs finally finishing off the last few dwarf slayers. and the horrifying, corrupted monstrosity of a Rune Lord is getting shot with arrows at long range because that seems fine. And he's going to break and run away and hopefully die. I mean, that was fine. And we lost a Goblin Big Boss and some goblins, but... we've got a Crown of Command, a Backstabber, Warg Tooth Taker was killed, but eh. And Grimgor's got some of his fightiness back. And should be able to get a lot of his replenishment as well. So... all that seems pretty good. That's quite nice. I kind of want... I mean... Grimgor is a bit of a melee master. And it kind of... I mean, when he's got more than 16 health anyway. So having that is probably a good shout. We'll go run back to Iron Rock. And we want... yes, Gobos with Fanatics is what we want. Something like that is probably fine. What I might actually do is recruit some Black Orcs here and then hand them over to Grimgor. We kind of have the cash at the moment, so that's... money isn't a massive concern for me right now. So we moved up a little bit down here. We're going to get a rebellion, and we need to deal with that. We've also got some raiding going on here. Oh, they've got Cygors. Cygors are the worst. Cygors are the worst, but... I mean, in a siege, potentially can be sniped down. But I'd prefer not to have the Beastmen wandering around behind my lines if I can do anything about it. However, Grimgor's army should be fine. Give it a couple of turns. We could get Dirkit Squigs in here. No, that's probably better in... I mean, the Crimson Killers definitely want those in Grimgor's army, but currently don't have anyone who is level 26. Also get the Immortals and the Broken Tusk Mob, all of which are good. What level is Wurrzag? So actually we get that next level. So if we can win another fight with Wurrzag, and if we wait for a while to... I mean, we're currently laying an ambush. That might, if we don't get spotted, might be enough. If a war comes and joins us, and if we don't get spotted, the Wood Elves may decide to jump the war. And if they decide to jump the war, then that could potentially mean we can kill that, especially if we get the ambush. I mean, that would be lovely. But just luring them out of the garrison would be fine. As long as we can get our war on side, I don't think they're going to be particularly hard to defeat. Okay, so we're going to recruit an army for Scarstick. Grimgor is almost up to scratch, and we've got Grokka here as well. Altogether, we should be, fingers crossed, famous last words, be able to push the Dwarves and the Empire back, especially if Archaon is giving everyone trouble in the north. But that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Wurrzag Campaign.